Hi Virgo, this is your shadow work reading for April 2022. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node in the sign of Virgo. Of course, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this reading does resonate with you, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So we're starting off with the number 6 and the sigil from the Blind Spot Oracle deck from Teal Swan. So this will help us to ground the reading, just to see the theme of the shadow work that might be coming up for you. So before I read that description, I'll just pull out your tarot cards. And this shadow work can be applied to relationships, work, family. Usually, people, when they turn to tarot, it's, regarding like a relationship with someone. So take it as it resonates. Okay, so I'll pull out 4 for the top row, 4 for the bottom. So you have the Tower, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, 9 of Swords across the top. Bottom, 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. Okay, so before I look into the tarot, let's read your message from the Blind Spot Oracle deck. So you have the number 6. So if that number resonates with you in any way, you can take the message or leave it again. So this is your trauma. So if you have drawn this sigil, you are not seeing how your own trauma is feeding into this situation. It's causing a reoccurrence, or is causing you to not see the objective truth of the situation beyond your filters. Trauma is essentially distress without resolve. When we experience distress but cannot find a way to genuinely create resolve for that distress, we end up coping. That trauma becomes like a skipping CD that we never move beyond. We do not weave the pain that happened into the tapestry of our life, a tapestry of our choosing, so that the trauma adds to our life. Instead, it only takes away from it. If you have drawn this sigil card, you need to realize 2 things. The first is that the time has come to really face your trauma and create genuine resolve with what is unresolved, because it is acting as a filter through which you cannot see reality, including this situation, clearly. The second is that each moment is a new beginning. The present does not have to be the same as the past. In fact, it often isn't even when we think it is. And no matter what assumptions you have made about how the world is, you can always change the way the world is. Okay. All right. So, okay, let's, sorry, I'm just processing what I read there. So yeah, there's some trauma, that's causing you to like be stuck in this like feedback loop. Sometimes when we get stuck in a certain emotion that is associated to a traumatic event from the past, we tend to like get stuck in that frame of mind or that coping mechanism that we used when the trauma initially happened. So I believe that is that like being stuck on replay, or repeating the same CD, or repeating the same song over and over, because experiences do get like ingrained in us, almost like that ridge. If you think of a record player, how it has those ridges, and those ridges are like creates like the path of least resistance. So it's unfortunately when we want to build new habits or new ways of coping, it takes some effort. Like it does take some time to create new pathways in response to trauma, in order to create that new reality. Okay, so let's see what your tarot has to say. Yeah, so you know, you're starting off the spread with the Tower card, which is like something, you know, traumatic like happened, or might be happening to you at this time, that's causing you to revert to old coping mechanisms. So we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So this could be related to like a love situation. You know, this Knight of Cups perhaps is causing you to be in this Nine of Swords energy, where it's like love is being offered, love is coming in, but for whatever reason, it's creating that anxiety because there's some trauma tied to it. It could be even like the concept of love or the feeling of love, or, you know, becoming emotionally vulnerable. It's, it can be risky, and it can create, it can, sorry, my cat is always, you know, interrupting the readings one way or another, so she's behind me like eating a plant right now. Okay, that plant is experiencing a little bit of trauma, unfortunately. Okay, it'll be fine. Yeah, so there's, yeah, like this Page of Wands and Knight of Cups, you know, there's like some, it's like a new passion, like some emotional love, like an offer is being like presented to you, but it's creating that anxiety. It's creating like you being stuck in your head and perhaps revisiting an old wound. Yeah, and I see here with the bottom row, you have the Nine of Wands. So this is like a burden, like something that you've been carrying on your back, or, you know, on your shoulders. And traditionally, this card in the tarot, it's like a figure with literally like a stack of sticks, a stack of lumber on his back. Here it's presented a little bit differently, but the energy is still the same, where it's like those burdens are become a part of like who you are. I am seeing though, like with the rest of the cards, it's like there is love and it's like coming towards you. So with this Eight of Wands, you know, that's like movement towards something, or something coming towards you. And with this Ten of Cups and Page of Cups, again, it's like emotional fulfillment, an offer being brought in. Yeah, you've got like some love here with the cups. Like there are some emotions at play. It could be in regards to that, you know, love situation, but it's bringing out some type of like anxiety, burden, and a Tower moment. Okay, let me pull out some more cards from the Thoth tarot deck, because it's almost like I'm not quite getting like a story per se from these cards at the moment. So yeah, let me just clarify the energy a little bit. Yeah, it could just be that, you know, you're this this love, like this emotion that you're experiencing in regard to this Ten of Cups or Knight of Cups being brought towards you. It's bringing out like something unpleasant that you're experiencing, and it's like almost like regardless, like you have to face this energy with the Eight of Wands. It's like it's coming at you, coming towards you, regardless of, you know, whether you like it or not. Almost like I'm curious, it almost seems like, you know, like this is like fated, like you're meant to have this experience. Okay, so that's the Hierophant, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, it's the Three of Swords, like this is the heartbreak, sorrow. the Hierophant, this is in regards to like a higher connection, but this sorrow will also give you higher knowledge. Like the Hierophant is connected to marriage, like a higher divine union, but also a higher divine knowledge that we experience essentially through like pain, you know. You got 33, so with the 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, like this is a power number, so it could be signifying that leveling up in your consciousness. Like this is, you know, the master number 33. So I'm thinking though, even though it could be in regards to like a love situation, this situation, because it's, you know, you're doing some shadow work, even though it's unpleasant, you know, it's causing some trauma, some pain to resurface by you creating like that new ridge or like new neural pathway, essentially a new coping, you know. And I don't really like to use the word coping mechanism because it has like a negative connotation, but it's almost like desire, you know, like desire has a negative connotation, but it's human, you know. Like to have desire it's inevitable as a human being. And then there are like, in the same way, coping mechanisms. Like you can have it's almost on a scale, like good bad coping mechanisms, medium, so-so, or, you know, great coping mechanisms, if we want to use that term. So it's you kind of leveling up at this time, and that's what I'm seeing with the Hierophant and the 33. And it's almost like this 3 of Wands, it's like not waiting, but like going forward with a new plan or a new idea in order to up level, in order to gain that higher wisdom and that higher knowledge, so you are able to experience, you know, a higher level of commitment or higher level of emotional fulfillment with this 10 of Cups. So let's close the reading. Yeah, okay, so I pulled one card from the Moonology Oracle deck, and you got New Moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or have this sign in your placements, or, you know, just take the message as it is, that you know, you're lucky. Like tune into that like Sagittarius energy or Jupiter, where, you know, even though it might be difficult, that you are being supported by the universe, that there is luck that is supporting you with whatever up leveling that you're doing, even though it's creating some unpleasantries, you know, with the Tower, the 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. You will be successful, so just keep that in mind, like keep persevering. Okay, my dear Virgo, so this is your shadow work reading for April 2022. If it resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.